Good morning, I'm Al Litman, Mayor of Mesquite. Today's COVID-19 report is still at 207 at the time this was recorded. Please go to health.mesquitenv.gov for the most current total. As I'm sure many of you know by either reading the Mesquite Citizens Journal online or watching the news on TV or looking at social media, you are aware that 3 local companies were fined for COVID-19 violations. The nature of those violations was not reported and probably won't be. I read a number of comments made about those citations and fines. Some blamed Mesquite, some blamed the mask Nazis, some blamed the commies, some called it abuse of power, and someone said it was illegal because there was no law broken. Others called it government overreach and abuse of power. Let me set the record straight. Again, as I have stated many times, none of this is my opinion, but as Jack Webb used to say, it's just the facts. On July 23rd of this year, the Nevada OSHA enforcement process was given direction to do just that, enforce the laws and standards established under OSHA. OSHA has been with us for exactly 50 years, created under Congress and approved and signed into law by Richard Nixon in 1970. There goes the blame on the Nazis or the commies. Congress created OSHA and its corresponding laws to ensure safe and healthful working conditions for working men and women by setting and enforcing standards and providing training, outreach, education, and assistance. Most private sector employees in all 50 states are covered by OSHA. OSHA has never been considered government overreach by employees, as they know these laws are in place for their protection, not punishment. In a way, it's parallel to the child labor laws that were passed many years ago to protect our children from working in coal mines at age 10, or in factories 60 hours a week, or sweatshops where so many became sick and died from unhealthy working conditions. So here it is how it's been done in Nevada, following the governor's directives on COVID-19. OSHA employees make unannounced visits to businesses to observe compliance with face coverings, social distancing, sanitation, and other requirements. If violations are noted, the OSHA employee will provide the business with a notice reminding the business that it is responsible for complying with the directives issued by the governor related to COVID-19. I didn't mention a fine because there is none, just a notice. The notice clearly indicates that failure to comply could result in the establishment being cited by Nevada OSHA. The specific results of any visit or observations are not shared with any OSHA administration or staff. There will be a follow-up visit, again unannounced, to see if there is still non-compliance. Should the inspector find continuing non-compliance, an investigation could be opened that can lead to a citation. You notice I said an investigation could be opened, not that it must be opened. An opening conference would be conducted at that time with management of the business. If a citation is given, it indicates that if a future non-compliance is found, the administrator of OSHA may issue an order requiring that business to cease all activity at that location until they have established and implemented operating procedures that do comply with requirements. There'll be another unannounced visit if the business was cited. If corrections have not been made, that business will probably be closed by OSHA. Do they have that right? The answer is yes, under Nevada Revised Statute 618.5451. I believe that answers the comment that there is not law about the directives. Believe me, there is. I'll state again, it's not my opinion, it's just the facts I'm conveying. Over the past months, I have commented many times that I want us to recover and prosper. But we can't if there's some who choose to violate our laws. It's as simple as that. If a business is closed down, it probably won't be the city of Mesquite doing it. It comes from much higher up the command. So how does the city and the county play a role in all of this? OSHA may also send certain complaints and referrals to business licensing agencies in local jurisdictions in lieu of going through the inquiry process. I hope what I said today clears up some of the misconceptions regarding the fines that some of our businesses have received and how that process works. Let's do our best not to get into these situations. We need to keep the faith, use our common sense, and just stay Mesquite strong so we can get through this. Thank you.